What's up, Guns Out Nation? I'm John Keys, and welcome to another review episode. Before we jump into the episode, I'd like to ask you a favor to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the amazing content that we have, including reviews, range days, factory tours, and exclusive interviews all throughout the industry and the community. Now, jumping into the episode, this is a long-awaited episode. I've been wanting to reveal this gun. I've kind of teased it here and there for the last year and a half because I've really put the pistol through its paces before I reveal this to the public in a video. So, without further ado, my masterpiece. Now, we all know that my go-to pistol at any given time is most likely to be a 2011 of the Staccato brand, but that doesn't mean that I don't like a good striker-fired option for EDC or competition. One of the most modular platforms, obviously, is Glock. So since I was going down that rabbit hole, I thought, why just stop at the pistol? Let's build a complete loadout. Now, what's a loadout, you might ask? A loadout is basically the guns and gear of choice for any given scenario. Let's start with the centerpiece of a loadout, the gun itself. So what I'm about to show you is a collaboration between the gun company, a company out of California that sells premium OEM spec striker-fired gun parts, Monsoon Tactical, my go-to gunsmith for any tweaks, and Carolina Custom Foam, my only choice for custom foam cutout hard cases. And not only will I show you the build, but stay tuned to the end of the episode so I can tell you how you can clone one of these for yourselves. I call it the G45 Limited. First things first, let's talk about the gun. I chose the Glock 45 because of all the Glocks, I figured it was the perfect size for concealed carry, but also you could have a good time on the range with this thing. Let's start with the top and work our way down. The SRO is my go-to optic for red dots on a pistol, period. I'm running night vision suppressor height iron sights, all on top of a stripped gun slide. I wanted the stripped gun slide because it gives me some bling, but in a very raw and masculine way. And I don't have to worry about blemishes. Gun Company was kind enough to give me a blank slide with their standard aggressive serration cuts so that I can send it to Monsoon and get custom window cuts. Now, I wanted custom window cuts so it supported the Lucky 7's porting on a stock barrel. The top window is the exact same shape of the placement of the Lucky 7 ports, and the side windows give it a very aggressive and sporty look to complement the serrations. The engravings on both sides of the gun are also provided by Monsoon, i.e. the Guns Out on the left side and 45 Limited on the right. I'm running the Gunco brass backplate, that's a tongue twister, which is mainly an aesthetic choice because normally you wouldn't want to put weight on the back end of your slide, but I assume a little bit of weight on the back of the slide may actually assist in faster reciprocation. I know it looks dope, so looking dope may also help you with some slide reciprocation. Prove me wrong. Now on to the frame. Custom serial number on the frame, Go 444. 444 is my angel number. I love that. Guns Out, GO, you already know what that is. I got custom cherry blossom stipple on the grip and gas pedal leverage points with the same stippling on both sides. And finally, the Go logo at the bottom of the grip. As for controls, I'm running a brass mag release as well as the Gun Company premium trigger with brass plunger, and down at the bottom of the grip, I have the Gunco magwell. Last but not least, I'm running brass base pads, custom engraved with the Guns Out logo. All right, so now that we got all the fine details out of the way, I'm gonna just tell you some of the favorite things that I really love about this build. Starting off with the stipple job. Man, this cherry blossom stipple is just so, first off, it's aesthetically pleasing, but the grip on it, the texture is very specific. It's like little bitty balls, like digging into the palm of your hand. It feels great. Feels great on the index point here for straightening off the trigger, but then the gas pedal, more tacky, more grippy. What, David? What? Yeah, I said balls. It's not a sex thing. It's not a sex thing. He was just cracking up back there, guys, like he couldn't even hold it in. You are so immature. One of the things that really appealed me about the Gunco's offering was all the brass components that goes into the grip and the frame, specifically like the mag release and the trigger with the plunger and the base pads, right? So adding that extra weight to the frame, man, it mitigates recoil more than most people will probably give credit. So I really like that a lot. The stripped slide, I thought that was just a great aesthetic because I wanted to keep this very simple. I wanted to be Simple, utilitarian, but I mean, it's me, so you know it's gotta have a little flash to it, right? And the strip slide just does that in spades. And I don't have to worry about nothing. I don't have to worry about chipping no Cerakote. I don't have to worry about blemishes or anything. I mean, it's probably gonna wear over time, but let me tell you something, guys. I've had this for probably almost a year and some change now, and I've ran the hell out of it. You can even see it's worn on the barrel, but this slide looks amazing still. So the strip slide to me is the way to go, especially if you want like a nice clean look, but very durable at the same time. This comes in multiple configurations, as we'll dig into when we get into the loadout portion of it. But for all intents and purposes, my go-to configuration is with this ported barrel. I mean, I love running guns with ported barrels. Monsoon's been porting barrels for me since the chunk port on my very first C2, and now he has all these different configurations, including this Lucky 7, and the Lucky 7 is just awesome in this build. Now, I have to be honest with you, the Lucky 7, I would suggest this for somebody that has a really good master grip, because if you tend to limp wrist a Lucky 7, you could have some what is the word I'm looking for? Malfunctions. You could have some malfunctions because your grip is malfunctioning. So get a grip, okay, before you get the Lucky 7s. You need that for Lucky 7s. But it just makes it mutes, in my opinion, it's like it mutes recoil. It's not like a comp where it drives the gun down aggressively. It just mutes it. It's a softer shooting gun because of it. So I love the Lucky 7s. Suppressor height sights, they're actually suppressor height. Like when you put a can on this thing, you can still see your sights over the can, and I love that. And last but not least, that I didn't talk about previously, was my TLR 7A light. I always go with a TLR 7A on a 19X 45 because, as you can see, it's flush. I need that flush look. I need symmetry. I'm a Libra. It's gotta be even, and it's even. So I love that. And then lastly, the brass base pad on the mags. Love that. I would put brass base pads on every single gun I own because it shoots the mag out. And you already know the whole Glock flick because the mags get stuck. Yeah, not these. These things shoot out of there. And this is with no rounds in it. Imagine a full mag or a half full mag or something when you're changing, doing attack reload. That thing is coming out, okay? So I think that the way that this gun is set up, it just really has optimized the performance, specifically for me from an EDC standpoint. I want to make it easy to shoot. I want to make it easy to manipulate and go through the functions and whatnot. And I think all of this is answered in spades. And then there's the modularity aspect of it, which we'll dig into now as we go through the loadout. Now, starting with the beautiful custom case that Carolina Custom Foam made for me. Now, it's not as beautiful as when I first got it because I've just been running the gun, guys. I've been running it, I've been taking it to the range, I've been using this thing, but it still looks great. And that's the thing that I like to prove in most of my reviews as of late, is what things look like after you've actually used it. Because showing you what something looks like fresh out of the factory or fresh, like right into my hand, straight out the gun store, or whatever the case may be, that doesn't mean anything. If you can see it after a year's worth of wear and tear and it still looks presentable, then that to me sells me on a product. And as you can see, this case has stood up. You know, it's obviously got some carbon blemishes and whatnot because I was running it and I threw it back in there, but it still looks great. Got the holders for my 2 extra mags, my extra barrel, which is a threaded barrel. So I don't have a stock barrel because I ported my stock barrel because I like ported barrels, period. And if I decide I want a non-ported barrel, I'll just use the threaded barrel. But this is a Killer Innovations threaded barrel. Really nice, really aesthetic. Got a slot here for my ear pro. I'm running the AKT ones. These are absolutely great, very ergonomic in the ear. The Killer Innovations comp. Gotta be honest, guys, I have not run this comp. Guess why? I have a ported barrel. But when you get the threaded barrel, if you, like, let's say you forego the ported barrel and you get the Killer Innovations threaded barrel, the top window is still a great asset for that because the Killer Innovations barrel has nice fluting in it, so you'll be able to see that fluting. But again, if you forego the porting, you can also run the Killer Innovations comp, and that actually functions like a comp, assumably. I haven't ran it yet. All right, so beautiful thing about this case, it's double layered. So we'll go ahead and take this first layer out and look at this, guys. at the bottom layer, we have everything else I need to complete a range experience or an EDC experience, right? We have my tier 1 wingman. I was not a fan of wingmans because, I mean, look at this. This is a wide thing here, and this is supposed to go in here, and I'm a slim guy in this area, and I wear fitted clothing. So I was like, I've never gotten a wingman because I thought it was gonna print. Lo and behold, this thing, even with all of this, all right, even when you put in all of this, the wingman actually helps it conform even better. I mean, it also has this little thing here that pushes it into you more, but something about just that wingman and being able to curve around your waist better, it just makes it conceal better. I was absolutely shocked. Didn't expect that at all, but it's an amazing holster. Wingman aside, tier 1 makes some great holsters. And then we have my go-to. I am not having a range session without this, guys. This is my Shooter's Global Shot Timer. You see all the footage on my IG, and if you haven't, go check it out. I always post my drills and my times and whatnot. You see it in real time. I got some subsonic ammo, and then I got some regular range ammo. So as you can see in one case, everything I need to have a really meaningful range experience with an awesome gun. So I think there's nothing else left to do than to put some rounds down range, see my candid, reactions to things. I mean, I already know the gun shoots great, but I'm just gonna show you how the gun shoots, and everybody likes to see guns being shot, so let's go. All right, I lied. We are not getting ready to go on the range just yet. I have one more thing to tell you that I forgot to tell you before because I was so excited to go on the range and shoot this thing. I'm always excited to shoot this thing. If there's one thing you look at in this whole kit, it's the trigger. That should be like the first thing. To be honest, I feel like it's probably the most immediate and significant improvement to a stock Glock. And I say that because, stock Glocks have a lot of little sponginess and play in the trigger and stuff like that. This trigger shoot completely eliminates that. Watch this, to the wall. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so used to that. To the wall, right there. Bam, clean break, reset, clean reset. A lot of real estate on that flat face of that trigger. It's not a flat trigger, but the face to me is flat enough that it's the closest thing you're gonna get to a flat trigger. Has a lot of real estate on it, has the brass plunger to give you that extra weight, and it's just super duper crisp. So just remember I said it. That to me is probably one of the most significant performance upgrades in this build, and that is that trigger from Gunco. Now, let's go on range and shoot. Let's go. So we're at 5 right now. 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Then I'm gonna step over and I'm gonna do a build drill on the other target just to see how I track coming from out of the holster. Because I don't do draw from conceal that often. So don't judge my times or my groups. Ah! Tight shirts. Tight shirt problems. Now step over, build drill. And I didn't even look at my damn time for that. That's terrible. We gotta do it again. Oh, worse shot, better reload. Same in the neck. All right, now we're gonna go over here. Oh, so out of the holster 145, total time 432 with the reload. All right, not bad. Now, let's go look at the target. Here we go. Build drill time was 2.26 from concealed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 2 of them outside of the 0 ring there. All right, so this was my first 2 to the body, 1 to the head. 2 to the body, 1 to the head right there in the neck, as David proclaimed. And then the next one, it was over here, same right here. And honestly, I'm just trying to get that shot off as fast as possible, so I don't give my dot time enough to get all the way up to the head. I just let it go kind of fast. So let's run it again. Ooh, a little bit of trigger freeze there, guys. All shots on target, we know that. I didn't mark the last ones. I know it was, we had 2 to the body here, so then we got 4 more to the body, and then 2 more drifters. There we go. So we was 4 here and 2 there. Not bad. Let's just do 2 single shot draw from holsters and see where we land. And guys, that's how quickly you can kind of cycle through these drills with the Shooter's Global Shot Timer. Really cool. You can challenge yourself while saving ammo, all of those things all at the same time. Here we go. Single shot draw from holster. Ooh, spicy. All right, I got 1 in the head. That time was 111. 111, not bad. I love triple digits. Listen, guys, I'll take a 111 all day because, again, I don't draw from concealed regularly. So I'll take that 111. I know I'm sub-second off the hip, though. Ooh, I think that was sub-second, though. I think that was sub-second, though. Oh, almost sub-second. And this was my first one. This was my second one. Listen, I'll take it. Like I said, I'll take it. I'm coming from concealed. But listen, man, the Tier 1 holster, the G45, oh, man, it feels good. It really feels good. As you can see, the pistol handles well. Yeah, let's put a little bit more rounds down range. Let's try one more thing. We are going to draw from holster, and what we have here is targets that simulate multiple distances, right? So you got the big one and all the smaller ones that simulate, further distances. We're gonna try to keep everything in the circles, obviously. So we're gonna do it on this target, then we're gonna transition and do it to the next target. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shots. All right, what I'm really loving about this setup, guys, is again, the Wingman holster is very comfortable. As you can see, that thing comes in and out. Honestly, my shirt is giving me more problems than anything about this setup. But just the weight of it, the stippling, I get a good purchase every time. The only thing that I would do additionally to this is maybe add a half back strap right here to give me a little bit more tang or beaver tail. So that way I know that I won't get slide bite. Anyway, other than that, man, gun is running flawlessly as usual. Like I said, I've already put a year's worth of rounds through it, but I'm just showing you this so you can get a good idea of how it functions with these Gunco upgrades. All right, here we go. Oh! All right, not bad. Total time, 10 shots, 727. Discounts, broke the line, in the circle, 2 in the circle, 1 in, 1 out. That's a smaller target. Further, this is the furthest one because this is the smallest target. Yeah, this guy got a little anxious. Dead center, 1 on the outside, not bad. Time to beat a 727. 727, and we're gonna see if we can get some better shot placement here. All right. I like the shot placement for sure. Oh, and we beat the time, 6:04. So that's a whole second and 2/10 faster. And we got better shot placement. There we go again, riding that line. I love to break the line. I'm a habitual line breaker. There we go. And then we got 2 right here. Again, trending there. This was nice and clean. I saw that. I felt my grip nice and grippy on that shot. On this one right here. Same thing here. Nice tight groups, broke the line. So technically, guys, we're in the circles on all 5. And we shaved 1 1/4 second off the time. Not bad. Oh yeah, here. Let me show you. Am I holding it right? Is it down? Oh, see, it's upside down, but you see, that's the beautiful thing. It was upside down, but it was still showing you right side up. Now it's right side up and it's showing you right side up. Man, that was fun. I want to do that again, actually. What you think, David? Should we do that again?
Do something on the small one.
You say do something on the small one, huh? That's what you can say. How about you do something on the small one?
All right.
Let me hold the camera. You do something on the small one.
Okay, fine.
Oh, let's go. So we got sharpen a little ready. You got enough rounds in there?
I hope so. I'm at 6.
6?
6 here, 1 there. So 7.
Okay, so that means you got to do a build drill.
All right.
So do a build drill on the big target.
All right.
Somehow he got away from shooting the little target, guys.
Thank goodness. That was slow.
You clear? Oh, you got one in the head. Drop that. Clear.
Did I count right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, he did right because there was 2 on here already. And that's 5 and 1. Yeah. Not bad. That's a nice group, Dave. What was the time? What was the time on that?
Slow.
240 from the low ready. That is kind of slow.
It is very slow.
But it was good. Your group was good.
Yeah. No, the porting.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, the porting is very good.
Yeah. So the porting in comparison to a comp, right? Like, what is the?
Yeah, just like how I think you described it. It felt very smooth.
Did you see a plume?
Yeah, I'm getting better with the plume thing. I did see the plume. I noticed the plume.
Plume on ported guns, guys. Shoot it till you ain't got no more. Here we go. Not bad. You know, I went for control on that one. Went for control.
No way.
Yo. Because I was talking that smack. But it was good. It was good. Look, all of them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Let me see. It was these two. So it was these two. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All in the circle. 240 from concealed. I'll take it.
Well, I mean, you went from conceal, so yeah, you were fast.
Oh, actually, I was fast. See, I
totally
forgot all about that. I was
Yeah.
giving you more credit than you
I
deserve.
totally forgot that. I didn't.
Again, guys, this thing is it's amazing, right? Subtle upgrades made a huge difference. And when I say subtle, I mean like I didn't have to send this to a gunsmith, right? Well, I'm sorry, for the porting, yes. But I'm just saying, like, you can get this without sending it to a gunsmith. And I'm gonna tell you how in a second. Let's go. I lied. Forgot to show you this. So right now we have the threaded barrel, we're in a silencer cold can, and we got some S&B subs. Let me see how that sounds. Now, if it goes the way I think it's gonna go, the loudest thing you're gonna hear is the rounds hitting the paper. I'm gonna go ahead and take my ears out right now. There you guys, everybody take your ears out. Let your ears breathe. Let's see what we got. Come on, man. There's nothing you can't not like about that. That's just. Shoot one again. Look at it. Look at that one. Look at that. It's just all up in here. It's just all up in here. Can. There you go. Modularity. Load out. Get yourself one. All right. Now we can go talk about it. All right, guys, we are at the end of a phenomenal episode. I had a great time, and no, you're not seeing double. We have my gun here, and we have another gun here, and we have a Gunny right here. This is my boy, Gunny. Listen, Gunny, fellow Marine. He was stationed with me in my last duty. Gunny, how long have you known me?
15 years.
It's about 15 years, man. Look, we gonna just leave that at that, okay? We probably shouldn't even say that. But anyway, been knowing Gunny a long time, and he's not new to shooting, but he's new to shooting the way that I now shoot. Because, I mean, I wasn't new to shooting, obviously, as a Marine, but I'm a new shooter in the shooting community, and I take it very seriously, obviously, right? So Gunny is now starting to take it seriously, so he's upping his game on his EDCs and his range guns. And so when I told him I was doing this to mine, he was like, he wanted in, and I was like, this is perfect, because now I get to show what a clone of my custom build looks like. So before we get into the nuance of the differences between yours and mine, what do you think about the build with the parts from the gun company?
I think it's amazing. Shoots better. It's not as stiff.
Yeah. So, listen, again, these are just OEM replacement parts. That's it, right? So when you look at this, he doesn't have the stipple job. His slide cuts are different. They're not custom. They came stock this way. So, but it looks like, to the naked eye, if you looked at this and glanced at it, you would not be able to tell the difference unless I put my gun right up to it. For his gun, he has the guns out because that's my boy. Of course he's gonna have guns out on his, right? But this would be blank, right? If you got the slide from Gunco, it would be blank. He's running the same suppressor height sights as me. He's got all the brass hardware. He has a different actual mag well than me, which I actually like for him because it's more of a flare. You got more of a flare, so therefore when you go to get your master grip, this actually pushes your hand up on the grip more. I have the stippling, so I like the lower profile magwell from the gun company. Plus it conceals better because I wear fitted shirts. You see, Gunny has a bigger shirt on, so he can afford to have a bigger magwell, right? But it also assists with establishing and keeping that master grip. But it's really nice. And it's a nice contrast. You got the stripped, the raw on top of the raw right here, the silver and the silver, accentuating all the brass accoutrement, as Shermichael would say. And it looks solid, man. It looks really, really solid. I'm really happy that you're happy with the way your build came out. And, I'm hoping that you can have a lot of fun at the range with it like we do. His base pads, what is this? What's this on your base pad?
This is Gunco.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's got like a monkey something on here with ear pro, and he looks pretty angry, like he's been shooting bill drills and getting slide bite all day. And then you have the gun company on the bottom of this base pad. So again, you know I have GO for Guns Out on my base pad, but obviously the gun company has different options. So you get to have an exact clone of my build, and you could potentially add some of your own flair or some of the gun company's extra flair. So if you want to learn more about this build, go to GunsOutTV.com. We'll have a G45 limited tab. Everything you need to know about the build is there. And listen, man, happy hunting. Go out and put yourself something real nice together. One last thing before I leave, guys. At range day, this bag will be present. In this bag is all of the components for that build. And I think we're offering that as the Range Day Challenge prize. So that means you gotta come to Range Day 2024, August 3rd, and you gotta run the Range Day Challenge because you have an opportunity to take your Glock from basic to bougie by just scoring real good on the count. You gonna run the challenge. Well, you can't win it though, because you already got it.
That's right.
But you should come run it with that, so that'll motivate people.
I will run it, but I won't take home the bag.
He won't take home the bag. Everybody else want to take home the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to take home the bag. You're take home the bag. But anyway, man, look, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like this content and you want to see more like that, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Help us grow our channel so we can help grow the community. And as always, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that collabed on this. Tier 1 holsters for the Wingman, Carolina Custom Foam for the case, Gun Company for all of the parts. And man, listen, it's just exciting. Go check it out, GunsOutTV.com. We'll see you next time. Let's go.